right, welcome back, everybody. You are
After months.
after months of some absence there. We are back to the Blood on the Mic podcast. I am your host, David Mercado, with
Louis Torna.
and some special guests as well.
Everybody, come into the shot.
Coming through the shot.
Alex.
You guys just have say who you are.
Hi.
Say who you are.
Oh, hi. I'm his wife.
And your name is?
Oh, my name's Alex.
I'm Monica. I'm his sister.
Yeah, so we're all in the family today.
It's a special family episode of Blood on the Mic because it's Christmas. We have. That's why there's noise. I got a Christmas thing and another Christmas thing.
I got my Christmas sweater. There was one year that I dressed up as Santa Claus, and this was my Santa Claus outfit.
And as a special Christmas gift, one of our microphones broke, so now we only have one.
It's very easily fixable, though, for the next episode, which will be probably in 2 months at this rate.
If it ever happens.
It's when was the last one was the Queen one, right?
No, I think it was the Mac DeMarco.
No, we did the Mac DeMarco
I
earlier.
don't remember. Maybe it was probably Queen.
Yeah. Well, if you're one of our 2 listeners, please let us know which one was the last one. Shout out to Andrew and Danny, right? And but anyways, just to get started, we don't need to introduce Christmas. I think it's pretty
Apparent.
common knowledge at this point, even if you're living in, I don't know.
What Christmas is.
I'm trying to think of a country that
We don't have to
doesn't,
talk about what Christmas is.
like, what country wouldn't know about Christmas? Like Kazakhstan or something?
What?
What?
Like the 80s with Bono or something? Or did
Oh my God! Yeah, we'll get
Does
to.
Africa know about Christmas?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll use that as an entry point over here. So today we're gonna talk about our most favorite and least favorite songs. We each top three and bottom three. Yeah, so we each pick some, and I guess I'll start over here because one of my bottom 3 Christmas songs.
Yeah, let's start with the bottom. So is this the very bottom?
I don't know if it's the very bottom.
So number 1 of the bottom 3 would be the worst, and then did you rank them or did you just say 3 of yours?
I didn't rank them, but I guess if you want me to rank them, I'll go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, rank them.
Okay.
Start with your least bad.
My absolute least favorite Christmas song is.
Start with the least bad.
Oh, least bad?
Least bad up to the worst.
Oh, okay. I see. Least bad Christmas song.
Your third least favorite.
Third favorite. And these are kind of like, not only are they like really bad songs, but also like they're representative of a general trend in Christmas songs. So for instance, for number 3 for me, I have Do They Know It's Christmas by Bandy.
So you already
That's a song that came out in 1984. And it's annoying enough that like,
Wait, so was that an actual band?
it was a band that was put together by Bob
Was it like
Geldof.
Live Aid or something?
Yeah, but Live Aid did like I actually like Live Aid a little bit more because Live Aid did,
The mic over here.
the Live Aid did something a little bit better, I would say.
Well, Live Aid was just a concert, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So Band-Aid, I guess, was like the organization of Live Aid making a band, I guess.
I don't know if it was it didn't quite match up exactly. Some of the bands in Live Aid are in Band-Aid, but I think Band-Aid is mostly just Bob Geldof's friends. So Bob Geldof he's a guy from the Boomtown Rats, and most people don't know who the Boomtown Rats, especially on this side of the pond. And but it's a bunch of British blokes. Basically, they were all got together to sing about songs about hunger in Africa, specifically Ethiopia.
I feel like hunger in Africa was a very 80s thing to worry about.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there was a lot of hunger in Africa in the 80s, though. There was a lot of political, just disarray going on in Africa in the 80s. But anyways, it was.
What's people gonna look at in the future and be like, what was a 2010s thing to worry about?
Syria,
Mexicans.
No. It's that's a little bit of a bloated.
That's what I'm saying. People are gonna look like in 20 years they're gonna be like, why did they give such of a fuck about Mexicans? Like
they were so
didn't do
worried
anything.
about those rapists from Mexico.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, in the 80s they really cared about hunger in Africa, Ethiopia specifically. Bob Geldof wrote the song, but in it if you look at the music video, you will see a very prominent Boy George in there from the Culture Club, as well as.
Was this like one of the, what was that shit that Michael Jackson did?
That was the We Are the World. Yeah.
So is this basically the same thing where they got a bunch of people?
Yeah, this one came before We Are the World. I think We Are the World was like, oh, we'll do this but better kind of thing, and it wasn't like Christmas specific as this one. Duran Duran is in there, and then there's a very prominent line in the song that's sung by Bono from U2, where he says, "Well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you," which is I know he didn't mean it in that way, but
how did he mean it?
I think he just meant to like be grateful that you're not hungry. Which I guess, being an Irish guy, I think you can understand that. They know hunger in Ireland. Maybe he doesn't know hunger in Ireland, but
I mean, people from like 300 years ago know about hunger in
like
Ireland.
150. But yeah.
Ireland also had a lot of problems in like Bono's time. Like, I mean, they wrote songs about it, like fucking the bombings and shit.
Yeah, like Sunday Bloody Sunday, New Year's Day, all that stuff.
So why is it a terrible song?
The weird thing is that like musically, I don't think it's a terrible song, and that's the thing. Like I think it's kind of catchy, and I understand why they play it. But especially as the years go on, it's just worse and worse to hear on the radio, because it's a very clearly like first world looking at the third world approach of charity work.
Yeah.
Where it's just like. Like the white savior complex, and then them saying like
this song when it came out.
Yeah, people. I mean, clearly they did.
Because I think if anything like that came out now, so many people on Twitter would just be like, "Look at these white savior." I guess people didn't really have that. I mean, that concept existed at the time, and nobody cared. I guess.
I don't know if people really. I don't know like how well formed this idea was. I'm sure like within like minority groups, they were like rolling their eyes, like look at these guys. Like, of course they know what Christmas is. Ethiopia has been Christian for, like, 1,500 years. But, like, there's a line in there, like, oh, they won't even snow this Christmas. And it's like...
There's places in America where it doesn't snow. Like, what are you...
Like, we grew up in Florida. It doesn't snow in Florida. Like, it's still Christmas over there. Like...
By the way, this is the first time I've ever seen snow in my life.
Oh, yeah, we just had that blizzard.
I moved to Massachusetts.
Yeah, but... And I think what really has like made this song stick out in my mind as really bad is just like every 5 or 10 years somebody redoes this song. Like they'll get a group of British people together to redo this song, and every single time it just makes it even worse and worse, and it seems even more and more patronizing than the last time. So it's a song that maybe at the time it had good intentions because they did feed a lot of people off of it. But it definitely has not aged very well in my mind, and not a good not a good starting point for a lot of charity songs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, that's just basically it.
So okay, so I guess I'll start with my third worst. So what I have here, and I know this is gonna be an unpopular pick. Because this is like a quintessential Christmas song.
Go ahead.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. First off, just to start, I hate Christmas. I don't like it. It makes me mad, and I've never gave a shit about Christmas. But I hate Christmas music a lot.
Does the song bring out like the Grinch in you?
Yeah, it triggers me. Because I think what the worst aspect of Christmas music is that the reason people like Christmas music is not because they like the music, it's because they like Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So the songs aren't good. It's that they like Christmas and it reminds them of Christmas. So the music's bad, but it reminds them of being like 5 years old. That's the only reason why they like it.
No, I don't think I think it's a flawed argument there. I think there is a lot of nostalgia and like people liking Christmas aspect of it, but I think there's good Christmas songs.
There are, and that's why I have a top 3. Uh-huh. But the thing I'm talking about the majority, and when I made my list, I was sticking to like the quintessential Christmas music, like shit that you hear every Christmas, like stuff that's played on the radio, stuff that you hear growing up, that kind of shit.
So to you, do you find this song like corny or something? Or
it's corny. It's fucking. It's just yeah, it just sounds terrible. I don't know how to like. This shit just makes my skin crawl. I don't know how to like. I don't have a huge thing like you had about whatever to the thing.
Oh yeah.
This is the one that I like. I put it in there because it's like. It's like the analogous to like. To what that kind of music is. To like the music that's not good, but people only like it because it's Christmas. Because it's like a staple of Christmas.
Okay.
That's like another one is like Little Drummer Boy, which I hate.
Is that in your list?
It's not in my list. It was almost in my list.
Okay.
But like that one I hate just because it's not like, it's barely even a song and it's like droning and it's like why do people even play this song? It's like
all right, we can only have enough time for 3 songs each. So.
Yeah, that was just an aside.
Okay.
But go on to your second worst.
My second worst.
Hello?
Oh yeah, we're all doing it?
Yes! Are you fucking kidding me?
What's your third worst? Go. Get in the camera.
Alright, hold on. My third worst.
Hold on, stop screaming, get in the camera.
And this is controversial again.
Here.
Hello.
Camera's over there.
Hi. So my third worst is controversial. It's All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. I
Look
hate
at Monica's
this.
face right now.
I said it was controversial, okay? I hate this song. It's played on repeat over
She's
over.
disgusted with you.
It's my third worst for a reason. It's not my top worst. It's my third worst.
Why do you hate it so much?
Because it's not played on repeat. All
That's all Christmas music.
No. This one specifically
All Christmas music is played on repeat.
like played and overplayed, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's the best Christmas songs ever made." No, it's not. It's not.
It's a TikTok thing now.
It is.
Classic, though.
It is classic.
It's a like,
but it's
it has
fucking
become,
awful.
It's entered the lexicon of like the classic Christmas music.
Oh yeah, it's not going away.
Yeah.
It's the only thing Mariah Carey is known for.
What are you
To the
talking?
younger
Are you insane?
younger
Are you
generation.
insane? What the fuck
To
is
the
wrong
younger
with-
to the
Mariah Carey's
younger.
only known for a Christmas song.
That's it.
There's millions of little girls that are like, oh, well, what about the one with the swing and the tree?
Monica, you want to get in there?
She's hashtag triggered.
That's her favorite. That's gonna be your number
Well,
one.
we'll see. This is Monica, your third.
It's actually not a favorite of mine, but I just
favorite.
can't believe that opinion. I just can't agree with it. I'm gonna go with Silent Night. I don't know who the original singer is.
Another horrible one. I agree.
It's a
Yeah.
terrible song.
It just does not give me joy. It does not give me Christmas spirit. It just doesn't make me feel the way I want to feel when I listen to Christmas music.
It sounds like a funeral song.
It does.
The same thing
And-
as Little
and-
Drummer Boy also sounds like a funeral song.
Slightly. And there was this video we had when we were children in Silent Night. It was supposed to be for children, and it had like happy and bright like caricatures. And for this song, it was like dark and like dandelion seeds and just not really fit the mood. So it's my third least favorite.
There you go.
There you go. Some classics getting picked off early. I feel like I'm in an NFL draft or something.
Okay.
So what's your second?
All right, we're moving on to the second round. Second least favorite song for me. And this is not like anything particularly hateful towards this one song. It just happens to be the best example of this trend. And I'm going to throw out here Christina Aguilera's version of Oh Holy Night.
Thank you.
And it's because it loses complete meaning of like what the song is about. It's
Do you like the original Holy Night?
yeah, I mean like we might hear about it later on tonight. But
Okay, go on.
but this version over here, more importantly, is not about the song itself. It's about her basically doing these vocal aerobics around the song. And like she clearly does not even know what the words are. Like I mean she's like, you know, moving her lips and making the sounds of the words, but like she doesn't mean the words. Like she's just like so over the top. You're just like, is this a joke? This has to be a parody. This has to be. And I mean, this is obviously the worst example of this, but like I hate Christmas music that is like not heartfelt, that it's just kind of like, it just seems very like plastic and commercial. And like, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit controversial here, but like, you know, there's a few other groups like that like I don't really care for on Christmas. I'm gonna say Pentatonics is one of them. That's
I like it.
that one goes out there for Andrew.
Triggers this whole
and I also have a weird scratch when Michael Bublé comes on the radio. I'm not a big fan of that, but I don't hate him. I just prefer not to.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay, my second pick. It might be controversial. I honestly don't see how anybody actually legitimately likes this song, "The 12 Days of Christmas."
Oh God, I hate that.
Where like this is also encapsulated.
Song.
It's not a troll song. It's like a participation song. I don't know. It's like this exemplifies to me all those songs that you had to sing in kindergarten or whatever during Christmas. Like I can't even think of any other examples because I have a terrible memory. But there's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or some shit. Like shit they put on for kids to sing with. But for some reason they still play it on the radio. And I just hate the format of the song. Where it's like, you know, on the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me whatever. And then you just keep going. I'm like, what is... I didn't even know what the things were when I was a kid. Like a partridge and a pear tree.
Regionally based things. Like, yeah, I guess in Florida, you don't really know what half of these things are. What's a partridge? I don't know what a partridge is.
It's a bird.
I know it's a bird, but like...
She's from Michigan. She's the only one here who would know what any of this shit is. All three of us are from Florida.
I like barely knew what a swan was. And like... But anyways,
do you like this song?
I for kids I don't hate it. I mean, maybe as an adult I don't put it on. But I think it's a song that can I like the existence of it. I don't really enjoy it myself, but I like in Kimmy Smith, you know there is a special scene at not the latest scene, but a special scene where like they have the 12 Days of Christmas, but the mole sauce version of it, where it's like but it's like, you know, it's kind of like a weird like Mexican. You know how like Tina Fey has like this weird like racially based humor. Yeah. So it's just like the 12 Days of Christmas, but it's about like
Isn't there a Mexican character in the show where she was like trapped in the
Yeah. So she starts a mole sauce company, and like in like the when you call her company, you can choose the option of hearing the 12 Days of Christmas, but like, you know, mole sauce version.
So you you prefer that version of the song?
I just think it's really funny. I don't know. It's like that's what I think is a troll song. Like you go caroling and you sing this in front of somebody's house, like that. I like that would bring me that would bring me joy to like.
Was it like 50s trolling? Was it singing this song in front of somebody? Also, what is fucking caroling? Like, what is that's like stalker behavior.
Stalker behavior.
You're going out in front of somebody's house and singing in their window and shit, whether they want to or not. Like.
They have to give you food.
Is that part of it?
Yeah, now bring us some foogie pudding.
Oh my god.
I feel like this happens in small towns.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in a small town.
Yeah, but this is like 19th century.
Alex, did people carol in Michigan? Get over here. Tell me your second pick.
Yeah. Second least favorite. All right.
Alex, get up. Come on. We're filming a show. Come on.
Okay, so my second pick is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
You gotta say it in the voice though.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Yeah, only hippopotamus will do. That was your 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you hate it?
Why do you hate that song?
Oh, it's just really repetitive and it's just overplayed again. But also, they only have like one song, like the one recording of it from like the 50s.
That's
it's
another
awful.
reason why I hate Christmas music is that like a lot of it was made in like the 50s.
Awful.
And like, you know, that Frank Sinatra type shit, Nat King Cole. Like,
Hey, you don't like Frank Sinatra?
I generally don't like that type of music. It really doesn't do anything for me.
Okay, well, let's bring Monica in here. Monica, what's your second least favorite? The Hippopotamus for Christmas is a very popular pick for not favorite. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my number 2 and number 1 because it's very like indistinguishable which one's which, and I'm last.
You're saying both at the same?
I'm saying both at the same time. I'm gonna transition us into.
She's snaking it.
I am. Okay. Because they're both very similar to me. I don't really like the silly Christmas songs. So my 2 are. I lost them. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
I don't like that one.
And I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Not even like the Michael Jackson singing.
God, no.
I saw Mommy kissing.
No, I think they have other songs that I can get into, but not that one. I just no.
Yeah, I don't like that silly. I don't like Christmas in general. So
No, I don't agree with your sentiments on Christmas, but
I don't either.
especially Christmas music. But
Christmas
these
music
two
is
just
shit.
don't
It's
do
not
anything
good.
for me. And I think I didn't hear them until I was older, so it doesn't give me any nostalgia either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna die on this hill, but I don't really mind the silliness of them myself.
I took it into your top worst favorite.
All right. So I guess number one least favorite song, and I do feel very strongly about this one, this specific song,
Oh no.
and it is the song called "New Shoes" by New Song. Have you guys all heard?
Never
New?
even heard. Play like a
It's on the thing. Okay, we're gonna do a quick pause to play it.
It's terrible.
All right, and so we're back, and we just listened to. They're now well aware of the song. It's actually called "The Christmas Shoes" by New Song, but the whole premise of it is this little kid. He goes to the store and tells the owner, "Hey, I want to buy these shoes, but I can't afford them. They're for my mom, who is dying of, I'm assuming, cancer or something like that, and I want her to look nice for Jesus when she dies." And it's like it just has like this like really like sappy.
Jesus would care if you look.
No. What the fuck? I mean, like Jesus was born in a manger. Like like he.
Who's he to judge?
Like, yeah, I mean, really, I don't know. Like, I'm sure he died without shoes on. He wouldn't care if like your mom died without shoes on. But anyways, this song. It's just like the ultimate worst. Is put together by a Christian rock group, a Christian pop group. I don't know what they really are. And you know we can have a whole another episode about Christian bands.
We should do an episode about Christian music. 'Cause it's terrible.
Like I like Christian music from like a long time ago, but like you know the Christian
Can
Christian
we talk
bands.
about the playlist that you put together for Christmas?
Oh, I have like a 5-hour playlist of Christmas music, and we can actually link it up if you guys. We'll link it up.
Like the first 20 songs are from like the 1800s.
I mean, a lot of them are right. Like
It's just like, why
No,
would
these
you?
were recorded in the 1800s.
But why would you put that on there?
For historical purposes, sometimes.
But I'm just saying,
I enjoy some of the older ones
during
too.
Christmas time, do you put on this playlist on shuffle, and then all of a sudden this medieval chorus comes in singing this?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that puts you in the mood.
Hell yeah. Okay, but anyways, let's stick to the prompt over here. New Christmas Shoes by New Song. I find it like the worst thing because kind of like one of those shifty Christian churches that are always hounding you for your money. This is like emotional manipulation to me in like a song. I would go so far as to call it emotional terrorism is what this song is to me.
That's some strong fucking
I don't play with this song. I think as soon as somebody plays it, I just walk away or I just turn it off. But I think it's a god awful song that should not exist. All right, what's your least favorite Christmas song?
Well, I don't know if I have that strong of an emotion about it, but I do hate it. I mean, now going through it, I don't know if it's my least favorite. I do legitimately hate it, but it might be too song, whatever. A Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. And this is I also have it on the list partly because it represents novelty Christmas songs made by big artists, Paul McCartney making Wonderful Christmas Time, fucking, who else? Bruce Springsteen covered a Christmas song, even though I do like that Bruce Springsteen one. You can name some other ones, I don't fucking know. But
there's
Queen made a Christmas song, I
Queen
think.
made a Christmas song. Elton John has a few Christmas songs.
It's like that kind of trend. But this feels like the worst of it to me because it sounds like he was just paid to make a Christmas song, and he's like, okay, I guess I'll make something. I don't know what the fuck. I don't even give a shit about Christmas that much. But the the synthesizers sounds like he got a preset from a Casio keyboard. It literally sounds like he went to a Guitar Center and didn't even buy the keyboard. He just went in there, found the first preset, and he's like, I'll play some fucking shit here. It doesn't even It's like he's fucking around with the keyboard and just saying random shit. Like, and the lyrics are like simply having a wonderful Christmas. Like, the lyrics don't even like. It sounds like he wrote them in 5 seconds. The song sounds like it was made in 5 seconds from equipment that he didn't even buy. And somehow it's played on the radio multiple times a year, like, just because it's Paul McCartney and it's Christmas. They're just like, okay, let's play this.
So I love Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. It's not in my top
How do
three.
you like it?
Oh my god, I like love this period in Paul McCartney, the Casio, the keyboard era of Paul McCartney. I love it. It's just like I love like.
I need to have an intervention for you because you just like bad music. Like, I don't know if this is ironic or something, but there's so much bad music that you like, and I don't know why you like it.
If you ever listen to Temporary Secretary, Temporary Secretary, this is basically like from that same time. For me, it was more like Paul McCartney. He was just like, I need to, get a hit the restart button in my career real quick. Let me try something new and just to, like, have fun with myself real quick. Oh, what are these Casio keyboards that are around here? Let me play with that. Ooh, funny noises.
What year did the song come out? Do you know?
It's like 1980.
Because this is like synth pop was already a thing and shit. Like, synthesizer music was happening.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so it's not
he was
like
behind the curve.
It's not like he invented synthesizers. Like, I could see maybe if this was like 1973 or something and synthesizers weren't huge, and like this was some of the first big synthesizer music or something. But like, he picked like on purpose the worst synth sounds he could find. Like, what is it?
I think they're charming.
Alex, get over here. Give me your worst song.
I just want to say I also agree with Dobby. It's an amazing song, and it's actually not on my top, but I do love it. My worst song is "Mary, Did You Know?" Do you know what that is? Specifically by Pentatonics. Okay, so
So much hate.
Every pick Alex did, you have the same thing.
hold on. We have to. Have you heard this one?
No.
Okay, hold on.
Play it. What is it? It's just like over.
It's like kind of like saying, "Mary, did you know your son was going to be fucking murdered by the Romans?" And also, your child is a son of God. But like, did you know that when he was born? Like, did you know
Like,
that
did
he
you
was going to
know?
die?
Like, did you know?
Like, did you know? And it's like, bitch, nobody fucking knew. Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
I bet you the prophets knew.
God knew.
Oh yeah. I bet you Jesus didn't know though. I can imagine like
little baby, it's a potato.
like I'm already imagining like regular teenage angst, and but then like add on top
Jesus
of that
teenage
Jesus teenage angst.
That's a show I want to watch. Jesus teenage angst.
It's set in like literally the 1st century, and and he got this like little Middle Eastern boy going like
He's got
eyeliner
on.
I gotta literally die for the entire humankind.
I'm literally dying.
I'm dying right now.
Every time he meets like some asshole in the market, he's just like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to die for you too. Like,
I mean, Jesus
Father,
would have.
damn it.
Jesus would have a legitimate reason to be angsty because he's carrying the entire world on his shoulders.
Me, damn it.
Okay. Yeah. But okay, so yeah, let's go to the top 3. So that was the bottom 3 worst Christmas
Wait.
music.
Monica, oh yeah, she did mention it already.
Yeah, she did her last one.
Yeah.
So
I want to throw in here a special. I don't know if you guys honorable mention. Worst Christmas album, and there's not one specifically, but any of those like dogs barking Christmas albums.
Oh my
Those are like the
God.
worst.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's literally they just like you know that like Run the Jewels cats like Meow the Jewels.
So is there a genre of Christmas music where it's just dogs barking? Christmas
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like this is like music that Alex's mother would unironically listen to.
You know, our aunt back in Colombia actually has one of those CDs. That's how I found out about these. You know, Carolina. Here, here I am, like name dropping her on this
we'll
podcast.
bleep it out. Okay, so let's go to the top 3 best.
All right.
You go.
Okay, I'll go. All right.
Or do you want me to go?
No, I'll go. Screw it. Number 3. So this one I actually had a change of heart today because I was feeling a little bit more jolly than, Plus, like, I felt like I needed to diversify my picks a little bit. So this one is a Spanish song. It's a villancico. It's called Rein. And it's the version that I particularly like is by a group called Los Amaya, which are a flamenco group. And I didn't think I would like this song quite as much as I do, but I feel like I always have to kick off Christmas nowadays with this song playing. It's because in Hispanic tradition, what is it, Monica? The 12 days before Christmas or something like that? Yeah, the 9 days before Christmas, we all sit around in a family gathering and we sing villancicos, which are like songs basically meant for little kids to play with like a tambourine and stuff like that. And then you have like some Bible verse readings and stuff like that. And then at the very end, you have a small little social gathering where you have food and whatnot. I'm pretty sure you didn't take part in any of this.
No.
But it is very common with like a lot of like Hispanic people. And my parents have a tradition of like very much taking part of it every year and our upbringing. Yeah, it starts on our sister's birthday, so that's also part of it. But what I'm getting around to it though is that this flamenco version is kick-ass. It's got bass. It's really fun actually. All right, but I'll pass it on to Luis over.
Okay, so my number 3 pick. Top 3. Remember, I don't like Christmas music generally. So my problem with Christmas music, I said this before, is that like it's like a false sense of joy. The only joy you're getting from it is the fact that you know it's Christmas and like people just like Christmas. But the Christmas song "What Christmas Means to Me" by Stevie Wonder, that shit is actually like that song makes me happy when it comes on. Like it's a really good song and it's like joyful and it like is actually just a good song.
I agree. It's a good song. You guys know that song?
You gotta play what Christmas means to me.
Wow, that was great.
Okay, Monica approves. So that's a song that like actually just makes me happy when I hear it because it's a good song that like brings joy just because it's a good song and it's about Christmas.
Yeah, it's finger snapping good.
Yeah. So, that's why I like it. It's also like a departure from my other tops. So but yeah.
Diversify.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
I'm coming.
Okay.
All right, my number 3 favorite is "Little Saint Nick" by the Beach Boys. Little Saint Nick.
Funny thing about that one. They took the melody from another one of their songs. I think it's "Fun, Fun, Fun." Maybe.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's like the same chord progression. Basically.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's fun. It's happy. It's fun. I feel like I'm in Hawaii having like, margarita. It's like, it's a fun Christmas song. And growing up in Michigan when it's like snowing,
It's gonna evolve into a Karen at some point. Like she really. Do you know what she said about the cats?
What did you say about the cats?
She took the cat to the vet. Alex took the cat to the vet, and what? Okay, let's tell them what happened.
So I got a call from the vet because they're doing the thing because of COVID where you have to drop off your animal.
You like COVID?
Like no, but like
just
for
for
COVID because of people, because the vet, right?
You can't wait at the vet.
You can't wait. You can't go into the room with the
You have
doctor.
to just drop off the petting.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, bring Sabrina to the door, and I handed her off, and she was fine. I'm like, she's very vocal, that's it. I get a call from the doctor like 35, if not 40 minutes later, and he's like, so we got Sabrina her vaccines, but I just want you to know she was very aggressive with us. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, we had to muzzle her because we couldn't even touch her. We started to put like one finger in the thing and she just went crazy. He's like, have you ever had that happen? I'm like, never has she done that. I can see her doing it, but like never has she done it. And he's just like, oh, she was very aggressive. And also she's really overweight. And
Sabrina?
yeah, they're like, she's way too overweight.
But the point of it is that Alex then calls me and she's like, I can't believe what this doctor said about my cat, that she was overly aggressive. What? I need to no, what you literally said is like, I'm never bringing this cat to this vet again. She literally said that to me, where she's like, I'm never bringing her here again. I can't believe they said this about my cat. I'm gonna find another vet. She's not aggressive. She's not overweight. Like,
I mean, if 3 doctors in a row say,
It's just only one.
Okay.
The other doctor wasn't bad. Anyways, yes.
whatever. That's a tangent. Come over here, Monica. What's your third favorite?
Okay. I have a remake on a classic. It's Jingle Bells by Michael Bublé and the Papini sisters. This is why I say I disagree with all of except your top. You guys have had solid tops, but your least favorites are not. In my least favorites, but yeah, it sounds different than like the overplayed Bublé songs, even though I love the whole album, but this is like my favorite one on the album. And I recommend everyone listens to it.
White Karen too. Her favorite album is Michael Bublé.
The Papini sisters version.
It's the Bublé.
The Papini sisters version is not that bad. It's a little charming. I guess you can play it for some of us, yeah. So we definitely can't deny that Monica loves that song.
Yeah.
She's jamming after this. All right. We're moving into the second round. We're getting to the big hitters over here. So for me, my second most favorite song, which was a strong contender for number 1 favorite song, but it's "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" from 1943. What?
Did you guys have the same one? By who?
But well, I'm looking at the Judy Garland version. Yeah. So Judy Garland was the first one to record this, and yeah. Well, let's go through it though. So "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," written in 1943, is still kind of like through the middle of the Great Depression, and it's written by these 2 guys, Hugh Martin and Rolf Blaine. And they actually had to make a few changes. It was written for the movie Meet Me in St. Louis, which still plays sometimes when you go to the Turner Classic Movies channel. And originally they had a line. It comes from a place of desperation where he's talking about, have yourself a merry little Christmas. And originally it said, "It may be your last. Next year we may all be living in the past." And they were forced to change that line because it was a little bit too grim. But you can still feel a little bit of that grimness when Judy Garland is singing, because she's got that definitely like depressed background thing going on, and she still keeps the original line in her recording that we'll all have to muddle through somehow. And it's not so much of a hopeful song. It's hopeful in the sense of like, well, it can't get much worse than this. Let's just hope that we'll survive until next Christmas. That's basically what the song is about, and I love it. And I don't like a lot of the newer versions, obviously, but like I like that original version of it.
I have the same pick for number 2. I love that song because I love it. Yeah, basically for the same reasons, because it kind of has the feeling like. It's, I've said this a million times, but a lot of Christmas music is just like, oh my God, I'm so happy it's Christmas, whatever. This sounds like it's like, I want to have that joy that Christmas used to bring me or something like that, or like just that sound of like, basically, it's like a nostalgia, but like, it's not being happy just because Christmas is around. It's like, I wish I had that happiness again. It's kind of thing. It's like longing for something. Yeah. It's like more... It's sad, basically, Yeah,
and actually, as a kid, I would always hear like some adults tell me like, "Oh, Christmas is a rough time for some people," And like, and I'm like, well, what do you mean Christmas is rough? The Christmas is like the best time of the year. That's what I like thought as a kid. But now that I'm an adult, I guess we'll admit it over here. We're adults at this point. Now that I'm an adult, I especially like looking at some of my other friends, like, maybe living on their own and like, like places isolated from other people, or like they might be going through like rough financial times. Christmas is more of a reminder of like, all the people that are dead in their lives, or like, how difficult it is to like, get by, and like you can't have the Christmas that you want to have or whatever and all that stuff. But yeah, the depressing Christmas is definitely a thing.
Yeah, because it's just like this. It's just like the song has meaning. Like it's powerful because of that. It's actually affecting in a way. It's not just saying I'm happy, it's Christmas. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm sad because it's Christmas. Alex, get over here.
All right.
All right, second favorite.
Second favorite is Christmas Eve by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Okay.
Shut up. I really like them. It's got like a rock and roll vibe. And
it's got one of them rocking.
I know. And my dad, it's his favorite.
Of course.
And I am a daddy's girl. So that's it.
Daddy's girl.
I am. I'm daddy's favorite.
My second favorite song is a newer version of your top second favorite song.
Oh, yes.
It's Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, but by Sam Smith.
Oh,
Yeah, that I do get why you like the original, like Judy Garland version, but this one just hits different in my soul. Yeah, I don't know. It just hits like that. The blues in me.
It feels a little too intimate. I don't know.
I like it.
Me too.
That's my number 2.
I can't hate on it, but it's
Okay, and now we're down to the number 1 pick. Best Christmas song of all time.
All right. Before I go into it, though, I did want to give another special shout out.
That whole thing just for you to be like, okay, no, we're not doing that.
I'll tell you my favorite in a second, but first I'll tell you my favorite album. And I figured this one really needs a special shout out. It's not a surprise, but my favorite Christmas album is A Christmas Gift for You from Phil Spector.
Who the fuck is that?
And Phil Spector is a pretty terrible guy. We don't need to go into the details. Yeah, he's murdered people.
What?
But I will die on this hill. That he was a fantastic producer, and I will dare say one of the most important people in music in the 20th century.
John Lennon beat his wife and shit, but he still made good music.
He's sorry for that.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure Phil Spector is not sorry for what he did.
Is he still alive?
He's in jail. Is he? Is he?
Yes.
Is he dead? I don't know.
No, not that.
Not dead, but he's definitely in jail.
And when he interviews him, like, yeah, I would have killed him again. Fuck it. I don't know.
But he definitely had like some issues for sure, and some of it comes across in his music. But at least we are we're grateful for like what came out of it. But yeah. Like the Ronettes are in there. That song Christmas, the snow's falling down. Yeah. And I'm sure my number 1 favorite Christmas song, and it was through this experiment that I was finally able to come up with the ranking here. It's "Oh Holy Night," one of my 1800s picks. It was written in 1847. It's a poem by.
Can I just end the show? What the fuck? I'm serious. You have the worst taste in music.
Worst taste in music? What are you talking about?
That's your number 1 Christmas song.
"Oh Holy Night" is my favorite Christmas song. Oh, come on. Oh, shut up. Who's that? My dad? Jesus. Okay, so the reason I love it, give a little bit of background. It was written by a guy called Placide Cappeau. He was the lyricist, and it was put to music by Adolphe Adam. And both aspects of it are...
named Adolf. They made a lot of great things.
Yeah, I guess so. But great empires, great music. Yeah. But both aspects of this, I think, are really good. It was kind of banned for a few years because the lyricist became a communist, and the musician, the one who wrote the music, he is plausibly Jewish. It has not been confirmed that. Yeah, there was rumors around that he was Jewish, so they didn't want to play his music on Christmas time. But people cannot hold it back. The power of the song. It was too good to hide away.
That is an interesting dynamic. Like, why would a Jewish guy make a Christmas song? Like, was he trying to just be like, I'm not Jewish. Look at this Christmas song, or was it?
Irving Berlin wrote one of the best Christmas songs, "White Christmas." And
so I'm saying, is he hiding from his Jewishness?
I think he just knew what his audience was into. Like I would write a Hanukkah song. Like if people were gonna.
Why would you write a Hanukkah song?
I'm sure Hanukkah's a festive time. I can get behind that. Like light the menorah, and you get a gift every night, and you burn your fingers if you're just learning how to. And I don't know. I'm sure I can come up with some lyrics for it. Okay. Plus, I like klezmer music. I can just set it to some klezmer, and then that's it. But to go into it a little bit more, this is written in 1847, before communism really was a thing. So I said the guy became a communist, but he wasn't a communist yet. At the time, the thought process, what would become communist among some circles, was really more the Hegelian line of thinking. If you're not unaware, if you're unaware, so Hegel is a philosopher, and he talks about there's these basically ideas, these very liberal ideas about freedom being one of the more ultimate things that humanity is achieving for. And in Oh Holy Night, there's these lyrics in the third stanza talk about how
I'm just gonna speed up this part.
It's talking about how I think it's a good perspective on the importance of Christmas. Where you talk about the Redeemer has broken every bond, the earth is free, and heaven is open. That is from the third stanza of Oh Holy Night.
This is not
a Bible study.
It's a Bible study. And then the following line says, "He sees a brother. He sees a brother where there." I just think the lyrics are great, man. They're just talking about freedom, breaking the chains. It's viewing the arrival of Christmas and the arrival of Jesus as a opportunity for mankind to embrace their own freedom. And I think it's perfectly Hegelian. I think it's the kind of way that if I was I think any true believer in Christianity, this is the way that they should be feeling on Christmas Day. But of course, most people aren't, so it doesn't really matter for most people. But also the chord changes are dope. They when they go with when they go into the bridge, I think is pretty cool. It has this bombacity to it. And all right, here you go.
So my number one pick is a Christmas. Oh, okay, sorry. Christmas Time Is Here by Vince Guaraldi Trio, the Charlie Brown Christmas. I just love that song. It's literally until a week ago when we said we were going to do this episode, it was the only Christmas song I liked. And because it has that sadness to it where, I don't know, it's just kind of another thing where it just feels like it's longing for Christmas to make you happy. Yeah. Because it sounds like they're oh, Christmas time is here, time for cheer or whatever. But just the music just sounds depressing. Cause it sounds it sounds like winter, because it's just snowing and it's dark and it's whatever. It just sounds melancholy, and it's why is the most happy time of the year during such a depressing time of the year?
I think it's a good balance.
Okay, of what?
Well, I think it's fitting to have the most joyful holiday in the most depressing time of the year, when there's literally no sun outside. And I mean, if you're listening from Florida, you might not really care about this, but we literally only have 8 hours of sunlight this time of year over here. So I don't know. I think it's a perfectly placed holiday in terms of that to balance out the feels of the wintertime.
Well, I just love the song. It's very nice. Alex,
Very nice.
All right. Oh, almost fell.
your favorite Christmas song?
Yes. My favorite Christmas song is Chestnuts Roasting Over an Open Fire. Favorite one. Very like classic. It's got a good feel to it. It's very old school. Always makes me happy.
You hate it?
Yeah.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
I
You don't
hate all.
like Mac and Cole?
I hate all.
Come on, it's
You
a
know
great
I hate all
song.
Christmas music.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go for Monica's favorite over here.
Alicia, not Alicia. Mariah Carey.
No, that's not it.
'cause it's her least-
I'm really sorry I have to go last. You know, I think you should have left that album for last, but I'll just drop my bomb. Whatever.
wrong?
I do really support your decision on the Christmas song. Because you chose that, I'm going to go in a different direction and I'm going to oversaturate this melancholy of the top songs you two chose. And I'm going to go with Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee.
I love that song too. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's like the song I play whenever I start decorating the Christmas tree. Maybe when it's done decorating the Christmas tree. Maybe right before we start giving out presents. It's just like, makes you jolly. All right. That's how I feel about Christmas.
Yeah, I was talking to Monica about this actually in the car ride the other day, and I think it's one of the best like modern pop Christmas songs in the sense that like it doesn't feel like a certain style trying to do Christmas. It doesn't feel like a Christmas song that's trying to be hip. It's just like a perfect mix of the two, you know. It was my favorite Christmas song as a kid, I would say.
Okay, well, that was our top 3 and bottom 3 Christmas songs. You know, leave your opinion in the comments. You know, what are your top 3 and bottom 3?
Merry Christmas.
Goodbye. Oh yeah, like, follow, subscribe, all that shit, whatever you do on YouTube.